Doing, Jeff?
Doing good, man. Just ready for Blake to weigh in, and so he can eat and stop crying.
Is that what he's been doing? Crying?
Blake cuts like 3 pounds and he cries, man.
This is Bad Blake Davis. Yeah. You're watching True School Sports.
Brennan Taylor here, True School Sports. I'm with my man Jeff Poritz, or Beta Bay as we call him, or as he calls himself. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing all right. The name of my company is Beta Bay Restoration.
There you go.
Call myself Jeff.
Plug it out. But yeah, we're here at the inaugural Bad Promotions card. How you feeling about Blake, man, just as a development as a fighter?
Oh man, he just weighed in 178. You know, he made his pro debut at 187 or something. You know, everything's progressing exactly the way I wanted it to. You know, when he turned pro, I said originally, you know, look, we're gonna work down to 175, and you're gonna campaign as a light heavyweight. So he's shredded. He's in great shape, man. We train super hard. Weight's coming off. Everything's coming exactly according to plan.
Yeah, his body, like he dropped that weight. He was telling me the other day he's been eating like a lot of vegetables and fish. He's kind of like adopted like a pescatarian type.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, it's nice when I don't have to sit there and, you know, put a camera in his room and make sure that he's not eating McDonald's, you know. So whatever he's doing, it's working. I mean, he's strong. He's been telling me that he's eating a lot of fish, you know what I mean? So, you know, and it's just a progression. I've done this with other fighters where you put a weight in mind, and then, you know, you don't balloon up so much in between fights, and you keep that weight there, and you keep chopping. Eventually it becomes your natural steady weight. And so, you know, I think a lot of that has to do with that, and, you know, maybe some dietary changes too. But trains hard, and weight comes off easy, and great weigh in.
Yeah. So this is his first like promotional card, and it's your first camp with him, you know, for the show. Has there been any difference with how he's trained with this being his first show versus the other training camps, maybe?
Look, everything's a learning experience, right? What he's doing here, not a lot of fighters do that. So, you know, initially, you know, it was having a hard time juggle, but like I've said in previous interviews, you know, the kid loves to train. I don't gotta beg him to train. I don't gotta beg him to run. So, you know, he quickly got on. He got with some great guys. You know, Jesse's helping with the card. Johnny's help. Johnny was a huge help, man. He came in. He really took a lot off Blake's plate and put a lot of this stuff together. So Johnny, you know, was a big part in it, and you know, Blake put in the work he needed to win this fight. But, you know, was it a little different? It was a little different, but we got it together, and everything, obviously by his weight, came according to plan. So he's ready to go, man.
Absolutely. You just open up a gym yourself, and I like it. It's a nice little setup you got going on there. You want to tell people about that? Yeah,
you know, I've been floating around the gyms in South Florida for a long time, training different guys, and, you know, I own a construction company, and an opportunity came up where the bay next door to my office was open, and, you know, I decided it was time to build out a gym and make it happen and start, you know, having a solid place for myself to call home and the guys that want to train with me. So, you know, Jesse's in there, Kevin Gleason's in there, and, you know, it's old school fighting. It's all fighters in there. You know, there's some privates that Kevin trains, but it's fighters and you know, a lot of pros, and everybody's just training hard and working toward a goal, and it's exactly what I love about boxing, man. Couldn't be happier to have the gym.
Yeah, seems to be a good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a real good atmosphere. It's a good vibe. You know, everybody that walks through the doors, they just want to put in the work, man, including myself, including the trainers. You know, there's a vibe in there of like, let's get in here and get to work. It's, you know, there's a good camaraderie in there, but you saw not a lot of people are talking, man. There's not a lot of talking, there's a lot of working, there's a lot of sweating, and there's a lot of people getting ready to win fights, man. That's, you know, the number one thing that I've always loved about training and stuff is winning fights. That's what I like to do, and I wanted to have an atmosphere where could be the entire focus, and that's what it is.
Well, that's what it's about. You know, you put the hard work in the gym, blood, sweat, and tears to get to look like $1 million on fight night, to progress and get to where you want to be in your career.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're doing. You know, I like to teach. You know, I'm trying to help guys develop into professional fighters, because it's a different game. It's a totally different game from the amateurs. And, you know, it's like I said, man. The vibe is great. My team that around me with Jesse and Kevin is great, man. It's all love. There's a lot of good fighting going on in there. A lot of guys are coming in. You know, couldn't be happier to have it.
Absolutely.
My name is Rachel McDonough, and this is my friend. Hi, I'm Savannah. And we're here at the beautiful Madison Square Garden for the big fight. And you are watching True School Sports.